Hey, welcome to Dee and Dory Design Dreamers.
Yeah, welcome. We're glad to have you with us today.
We hope you've had a wonderful week. And if this is the first time joining us, I've got to do my little thing so you know who we are and what we do. We're all about having fun with sewing, but doing it thrifty so it doesn't cost a lot of money. Sewing can be extremely expensive, and we're all about on the hunt for finding good deals, estate sales, yard sales, thrift stores. Any town we go to, we seek out to see if we can find things that we can use.
That's
so,
right.
And otherwise, and if you return, thank you so much. And we enjoy and appreciate each and every one of you.
Yes, we do. We hope you've had a good week.
Yes. So now we'll go. We'll get going.
We'll start off with our inspirational saying. This is from Mary Pickford. Do you know who Mary Pickford was?
I should know. The name is very familiar to me, but I'm not sure who it belongs to.
I'm actually in the middle of watching a documentary on her. She was the first silent movie American actress.
I would have never guessed that, but I know I've heard the name.
Yeah, she was born in 1892 and died in 1979 at the age of 82 from a hemorrhage stroke.
Aw. Yeah. Oh, those are bad. Hemorrhage strokes. Yeah, those are really bad.
Are they?
They can be. Yeah.
Well, any stroke's bad.
Any stroke is bad, but a hemorrhagic stroke.
Well, she has the stroke of luck.
there you go. Okay.
Anyway, she was an actress, producer, and screenwriter. She was married 3 times. Her second husband I recognized, Douglas Fairbanks.
Yeah.
Recognize it. She was only 5 feet 1 inches.
Oh, she little bitty thing.
Yeah, she was. She kind of got cast into these roles of like children.
Oh, because she was so much.
Because she was so small and
yeah,
she was trying to get out of it. Anyway, her saying is, "This thing we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down."
I love that.
Me too.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you fall down. If you can pick yourself up, it's not a failure.
You always can learn from it. Yes.
Always learn something, move on.
Yeah. And even if you make the same mistake twice, 3 times, 4 times, you
if
should
you just
really
keep going up.
get
back up.
And then, try to go, why do I keep doing this over and over? I need to learn from this.
Yeah, right.
So,
yeah. Isn't there some kind of saying like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results?
Yes.
I don't know who that quote's from. But.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah.
Yeah. So this week we had a challenge of Victorian inspired.
I'm glad you said the word inspired because that's the direction I went to. And when I was looking to see what is Victorian inspired, I was surprised at how much of our clothing designs are Victorian inspired and how that has carried over.
Yes.
I was just very surprised by that.
Yeah.
You can be like the Edwardian, Victorian, really strict, or, like the top that I made. It's just so many of the elements from the Victorian era carried through to our modern day clothing.
I made a Victorian riding skirt.
You did. That's adorable.
Yeah. Oh, I got to show you the fabric. So before I talk any more about my fabric, I did some research on Victorian also.
Oh, okay.
And a high waist maxi skirt was very popular. Puffy sleeves.
Yes, that's what I got.
Lace, high collar, that sort of thing.
Yeah, and if mine's closed, it's a high collar with a rounded,
yes,
but I probably won't wear it that way.
No. It's Victorian. So anyhow, I was going to tell you about my fabric. My fabric I got at a thrift store, and it's embroidered on it. It's a courdory. It's a fine weld corduroy.
It's beautiful. I love the colors in it. The
fabric.
Brown with the blue.
And when I saw that, I could just picture it as a riding skirt.
You could, really?
Yeah.
Right off
the bat. I saw that and I'm like, oh, I need to make a riding skirt.
Like you go riding all the time. Well, on a horse. You ride in the car every day almost.
Yes.
A riding skirt can be different riding.
Yes. Yeah, right. So,
not just horses.
So I was trying to decide out of which pattern. Like I thought this was kind of Victorian looking. But then I saw this one and I really, really liked it. So I made View E. I made Simplicity 9823. So I made you E. Here's the line drawings.
And you can see the high waist on there.
Yeah, here's the thing. This is funny. So you'll see in the reveal that it's big on me, which I knew when I made it and tried it on, it was big. But I thought, well, when I put the waistband on, it's going to, cinch it in.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a waistband. It doesn't have a waistband. Pay attention to details. I'm really finding I'm not paying any attention to details.
You're not a detailed-oriented person that way.
Apparently not. But I've got to get into details because now it's just way too big because there is no waistband. What I thought I got was a waistband was the facing. I thought that was the waistband.
We can fix that.
So we can?
Yeah, we'll fix that.
And this is the first time I ever made a placard zipper. Is that the right word? I thought that's what you called it. Is that wrong word?
I can't remember now. I had it right there and it's gone.
I
Because I made that zipper on my dress last time. What did they call it?
Here's some of the...
But you did an excellent job with the type of zipper you put in there.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's called placard zipper. I don't know if the instructions say what it's called. But the instructions did call for a corduroy.
Oh, it did. Yeah. Synthetic suede, pinwell corduroy. There you go.
Yeah, and that's kind of what this is, right?
Denim.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Twill, linen, and linen blends. Gabardine, crepe, flannel, lightweight wool, and wool blend. So it can take that weight. Chalice, laundered silk and rayons.
You can take all kinds of stuff.
It can, yeah. From very lightweight to, a medium weight, bottom weight. Yeah.
I like this little detail here. Can you see it? It's a little top stitching that you do at the top here. I thought that was cute. And I have to tell you, so you have the patterns marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. But in the directions, when it tells you to put something together, it doesn't say use pattern piece number 2.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, it just says.
Oh, I love it when they tell you take number 9.
Yeah.
And,
So it doesn't say that. And so when it came to doing the pleats in the front, I was a little bit confused because I had to call my sister and say, I don't get it. Because see, it's actually an extra panel that I had, a fabric that you cut, that you put in, which makes it really easy to make. I love the way that
you love the way that pleat worked.
Oh yeah,
much easier.
Easier than trying to fold things this way and that way and make more pleats and all that. It was great. It was very easy to put together. Yeah. So this pattern, how old is the pattern? Do you see that?
Oh, I didn't look.
It's usually up here.
Okay. Oh yeah.
She can look and see how old it is, the pattern.
But for 2001.
2001. That's already 23 years. It's already vintage.
Well, Victorian inspired is vintage.
That's right.
So.
Yeah. So it was a very easy skirt to make once I understood that piece number 9 right here is actually the pleat. So that was cool.
Yeah.
I was glad I called you and we talked it out because it's called a pleat underlay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very
It
cool.
was very easy to make. And my idea was I was going to make a Victorian top to go with it, which was a really good idea, I thought. And
out of what fabric are you saving that for?
I'm saving the fabric for another day.
Okay.
Because obviously I didn't get it done. And there's a reason. For one, my husband did have his surgery. He had back surgery. And it was...
pretty intense recovery.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. The recovery's been a little more than what anticipated. But he's doing well now.
He's doing well now. He had an allergic reaction to something. We're not sure what. I think it was the pain meds. But yeah, so we've been dealing with that and really cuts into time. But not only that, I love using my favorite foot besides just a regular straight sew stitch.
For your sewing machine.
For my sewing machine, I have a Denomi, is an overcast. Please button yourself.
No, I'm just thinking it looks kind of there. That looks good.
So it's an overcast foot called it's letter M. I don't know. See if I can put it behind something a little bit more plain and you can see. So this foot here is an overcast foot, and it has 3 wires. Oh, I don't know if you can see
Yeah,
it.
hers has 3 wires. Mine has 1.
I mean, I could have just cut out the wire and maybe used it. Well, anyhow, it has 3 wires, and I broke the 3rd wire when I was making
Yeah,
my
yours is entirely
skirt.
different.
And the reason why I broke it was because somehow in my sewing and moving around my sewing machine, the foot got loose. You know how there's a screw to tighten the foot, make sure the screw the tighten.
Yeah, yeah.
It got loose.
I never think of tightening that up.
Well,
When
yeah,
I
because
sew
it was. I mean, when you put the throat on for the foot, it's on, you know,
Yeah,
and you never check. But somehow mine got loose, and I did not know it. So then the thread wrapped around this, and then it bent it. Like, no, because the top that I'm making, and you will see the top hopefully next week, is this top here.
Oh, that's very Victorian.
Very
looking.
Victorian looking.
Yes.
I thought it'd be great with this skirt. It's a
Yes.
Vogue. I have to give you the. It's 1904. Vogue 1904. Very, very Victorian, I thought. The puffy sleeves.
Yeah, yeah.
The straight collar. Again, remember I said I wasn't paying attention to details. If you look very, very closely, these are overcast, which is what this foot does. It does the overcast stitch. So I'm getting ready to do this part, and it's overcast. Of course, it says in the description, fitted top has overcast edge detail. If I'd been paying attention to the detail, I called my sister and said, something's wrong with this. Everything's raw. It says the overcast, and then what do? Well, you leave it. Oh, okay. I just never expected it to be left overcast, but it is. So anyway, my overcast foot was broke. Tried to find one in town. Could not find one anywhere. They're like, well, it comes with a machine. I'm like, yes, I know, but my machine, I broke it. So I had to order it, so it's not in yet. So I couldn't finish my top. So when I get it finished, we'll do another reveal with the top and the skirt together.
Oh, cute. That'll be nice.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
So, but I was trying to decide because of the description. I thought this might be a cute Victorian type top.
Yeah, that would have qualified
That
too.
would have qualified.
Yeah, because it has the sleeves.
Yeah,
the detail.
and it has the collar.
Uh-huh.
This one here. This is a Vogue 1770. And then I thought this one here might also qualify. Look at this.
Yeah, the poofy sleeves.
New Look 6698.
And it's got the fisheye darts on the front and the back, and that was very, very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Not just one dart on one side,
Yeah.
but like we do the patterns now, but the Victorian area, they had like maybe 3 or 4 darts. I'm like, really? Of course, they're waist for a facial or like, you know, 2
We don't
inches
have a
around.
Victorian waist.
No, we don't.
But anyway, so that will be in another, hopefully next week's video, you'll see the top that was supposed to go with this skirt.
If your foot is coming in, do you have it ordered?
I haven't ordered. It's supposed to, if it comes in time, you'll see it. It may be 2 weeks. Who knows?
Yeah, it depends. That
Yeah,
always,
sometimes
you
the
never know.
mail. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the mail, the mail, and even my deliveries with FedEx. I noticed this last year after the holidays, and this year's the same. Yeah, they slow right down.
Well,
And so, you know, I get these notices. Things have been delayed, you know, usually just a couple of days, but we're so used to, you know, ordering it here in a couple of days. It's like boom, boom.
we're in the generation of we want it now.
Well,
But true, and the weather has affected things.
oh yeah, the weather's
You know,
not been
like the
good.
snow and
The rain, the
Midwest
floods.
was icy roads. Nobody could move.
The
I
South is flooding.
And did you see on one of the, where was it?
Your makeup looks really good today. By the
Oh,
way.
thank you.
But go ahead. Did I see that?
I saw it on the news. One of the a semi truck was over on the side. It was icy roads, so it tipped over and it was full of packages.
Oh no!
So I'm hoping my foot was not in there.
Yeah, I don't think
But
so.
you know that can affect your delivery.
It can.
Definitely.
Yeah, and because a lot of things too, depending on where your distribution center is from, where the company's from,
Right.
it can come by flights too. And a lot of flights had to be delayed.
And a lot are canceled because of the airplane that had the door blow off.
That's the Boeing. That's for passengers. Usually, I don't know if they use Boeing airplanes to deliver packages, but I know like FedEx and UPS, they have their own planes that they use, utilize.
Yeah. So maybe. But I was just thinking when you said cancellations and delays.
Well, that's true.
That affects traveling.
It does. Yes, I'm
In
thinking.
case somebody was going to hand carry my foot to someplace.
I'm thinking packages.
Okay. Well, would you like to see the reveal
Oh
of my
yeah,
skirt?
we didn't even do the reveal. Let's see the reveal
Let's
of your
see
skirt.
the reveal of the skirt
Of this beautiful riding skirt.
without the top. I mean, I have a top on, but it's not the top that I made to go with it. You can see it's a little big.
Yeah, but it's really cute. It's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's going to fall off or anything.
No.
You know.
I just love that fabric. You
Yeah.
said, again, that was a thrift store?
It was a thrift store find.
Man, oh man, we have to go thrift store looking
I know
after we're done doing this video.
we haven't been in a while together.
No, we haven't. It seems like well, of course, the weather was bad.
Yeah. And then I've been
And
tied up with
You've
my
been
husband.
busy with your husband. How dare you?
Yeah. Okay, it's 2.5 weeks ago he had his surgery. So by the time you see this, it will be almost 3 weeks
Yeah.
from his
See
surgery.
how hubbies take up so much time.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, he can't bend, twist. He can't bend, twist.
Something else too, but I don't remember what it was.
It's BLT or lift. Bend,
BLT.
bend, lift, or twist.
There you go.
So
That's a good way to remember that.
So, that means anything.
I can't do anything.
Putting on his socks. Can't do it.
You need to get him
I got him a sock helper.
Did you?
Oh my gosh, that thing's amazing.
You know what? I'm thinking about one of those for Nader.
Oh my gosh, they're amazing.
Just for me to use
Yes.
because he needs some compression stocks. My arthritis is getting so bad. I can't open those things up to hold it enough to get his foot to do it.
Yeah.
But I need to look into that. You'll have to show me how it works.
Yes.
As a nurse, you would think I know how that works, but I don't.
Yeah.
Because I didn't deal with that. I was all med-surg. I was like, after the surgery.
You need to try it with a compression sock to see if it'll work for you.
Yeah.
You could try it. I'll bring it over.
Okay,
We
that
can
would
try
be
it on
great.
Nate,
And try
and then
it
you can
see.
decide
Yeah,
whether you could use it or not.
yeah, yeah. Because his feet are starting to swell terrible. Poor dude.
Oh, poor guy.
Okay.
I'm
well,
sure if he was here, he'd say, hey, hey.
he would. Yeah. In fact, when I left, I said, I'm going to go over to Aunt Doris's. And he goes, hey, hey. And Dad goes, yeah, that's right. They're going to video.
Videotape.
Yeah.
So tell us about your Victorian top.
Well, Victorian inspired. And I thought it was interesting when I was doing some research on, the different styles and what we incorporate to our modern day, I guess, is a way to say it, until our time, the fashion. And a lot of them had the drop sleeve.
Oh,
The sleeves were not up here.
Okay.
I think that was more the Edwardian style. Now, I don't know what time frame that comes into. I'd have to look. But the Victorian had a lot of drop sleeve. And then big sleeves were the details.
Yeah.
Man, sleeves were. And this was, the big poofy sleeve.
And you know what? Detailed sleeves are really popular right now.
And I love that this was around the wrist. Super easy to make. This pattern was super easy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cute fabric.
This
Where did you get
fabric is, I'm sure, a cotton polyester. It is, I got this in a fashion bundle from FabricMart.
Oh.
See, I said that right.
Woo.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes, and this has been laundered, not ironed.
Wow.
It does well. I had to press it from being folded, but you know,
Right.
it wasn't like super wrinkly.
Right.
So, and one of the things I like, I do, you know, they do a fantastic job displaying the fabric and letting you know what the fabric.
Oh, so you ordered this one? No.
Fashion bundle. This
Yeah.
was in the fashion bundle,
Right.
and I just love the colors in it. You know,
So I was trying
it's
to
really nice.
figure out what you were
It's
saying
like-
about displaying.
Well, okay, this is what I wanted to say. You know
Sorry,
that
cut you off.
when, of course, I wouldn't have known this because it came in the fashion bundle.
Right.
That's what you're getting at. That's
Yes.
true.
Yes.
But when you order fabric, they do an excellent job of, you know, showing you the size of the pattern because they actually
Right.
has the measurement stuff. But they don't always tell you what the underside of the fabric looks like.
Oh, right.
And I wish they would do that because,
that's a good.
you know, some of them it's just the same. Now this is white
Oh.
underneath. Well, you can
Oh,
see a
that's
little
interesting.
bit, but it's pretty much white underneath.
That's interesting.
So, because some fabrics, some patterns, you could utilize that as a detail.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know. So anyway, my pattern is Simplicity 9646. That's what I chose. And this is classified as an easy pattern. And it was super easy to make. And, this is the line drawings. I'll show you. I made view. Well, I made view A, which ended up being view B, because I what I was going to do. So there's the line drawings for it, and you can see it has the fisheye darts, you know, in the front, the back,
Can't really.
and the darts do not go right to the hem. Excuse me. You can see the drop sleeves there.
So how did it become an A? It was a
Well,
B?
because
What's the difference between B and A? I'm trying to see
I
the
think
detail.
one of them has 3/4 length sleeves and the other one has to the wrist. So I did not cut it out. So it should have really been, and A has the darts in the front and B does not.
Oh, but you put the darts in.
I put the darts in
So she made the A
with the long sleeves.
with the. I think okay.
However it goes. You know, I'm always mixing up the pattern
Yeah.
pieces from
Okay.
them.
You're good at that.
So, and it has the 2-piece collar. You know, you have your under collar right there.
Oh, little detail there.
And then your top collar, what they call it, it's a regular collar. Yeah, the neck band, and then the collar.
Oh, okay.
And so it was easy to put together. And one of the details on it that I really liked, I should have took this off, is that the bottom of the hem you fold. There's no interfacing that you separately sew on for the button areas. It's all you fold.
Oh,
It's folded once.
so it's like a self.
It's like a self-facing, and I like that because it's not overly stiff. You get, you get just what you need, and it was really super easy to do and to make. So the Victorian inspired is, of course, the puffy sleeves and then the collar. You know, they did show some of the, the high necks with this type of a collar without the points on it. It's rounded, is what this is. So these are the pattern pieces. Now that sleeve is a big sleeve.
Wow.
You can see all the fabric in it, but it went on super easy. And you didn't really have to gather that much. You would think you would.
It looks like there's a lot of gathering.
Yeah,
in it.
it wasn't bad at all. Wasn't bad at all. Or else I'm getting used to doing it. Oh, my gosh. And so I don't really have anything. Let me see if I marked anything here. I did have a minute. It took me a minute to figure out the pattern pieces on the fabric because it does show, single
layer.
I was going to say single fold. That's what I'm like, it's not full. It's not full. Single layer. Those who have been watching us a while know that I always go, that's single fold. No, there's no such thing as a single fold. Sorry, don't choke on your water.
No.
Okay, let me see. I may have had something marked.
So
in
did
here.
you do it single or did you do it
Of course not.
No, I don't either. I try. However, I can rearrange it so it's
Yeah.
not single.
And to keep it on the grain.
On the ground.
I will not. That grain is so important. You cannot be wonky and lay it off the grain
Right.
because you can sew it up, but it's not going to lay right. It won't hang right.
And actually, like when I look at the fabric, I don't see it. When I see it on camera, you have a design on it.
Yes, you do.
A different pattern is what I should say to
Yes.
the design. Yeah.
And so you need to make sure
Right.
that I always do by the nap anymore, because
Just in
just
case.
looking at this, I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
You can't see it.
See in the camera?
Uh-huh.
The lines.
Yeah. And so it's good. I think we've said this before. If you
Mhm.
question and you want to lay it out different than with a nap, take a picture of it with your camera, stand up high, get up on the stairway and have it laying on the floor, the fabric on the floor, or get up on a chair and just be careful, and take a picture of it. And then you'll see the pattern. You can see the pattern in it when you do it that way.
Yeah.
So that does help with that. But I always try to lay it with the fold. Now I do want to show you how they wanted you to do those darts, which I thought was interesting. And I did not do mine this way. I did them the old way. And maybe there's a purpose behind it, but it just seemed like a lot of work to me. Usually I just start at one area and then sew it all the way up.
Yeah, and then you have to leave a thread so you can
To
tie it so
on
it
the
doesn't
top
get a bubble.
and the bottom, so you don't get the
to
bottom.
prevent a bubble at point.
Yeah, but they wanted you can see the stitching. See? Well, they wanted you actually to start in the center and go down. I said it backwards. Yeah, they wanted you, instead of starting from the bottom, start in the center and sew down, and then start in the center and sew up. I did not do that. And I will always, when I have darts, any darts at all, I do my little dots, your markings, and then I take my my French curve and I lay it on there, and I take my friction pens and I draw that line so I can sew on that line and do them perfectly. Because if not, I get them too tiny, or they're too fat, or there's something that doesn't work with them. So that's a little tip for you to get that correct. And then just to show you real quick how the self-facing is right here on the buttons, where the front is, where you put the buttons. That's how the self-facing works. So it was really, really easy to fold that over. And, I mark, on the markings, I lay the pattern back on the piece and I mark it, and then I just fold it and iron it, and it worked good.
This is a fairly new pattern. It's a 2022.
There you go. So I like now that they're getting some of the more details out. I'm tired of things being so plain. Yeah.
Plain Jane.
Plain Jane. So anyway, I think it looks great with, you want to see the reveal? I think it looks great with the jeans, which is what I'm revealing it in.
Okay, let's watch it. Very nice.
You like it?
Yeah, cute.
Yeah, it's a little fuller in the middle, which is fine for me. I like my clothes just a little bit loose. Works great for me.
Yeah. So I would say our Victorian makes for a success.
I think so. Yeah, our Victorian inspired. So
should we draw for our next one?
We should.
We've had some good suggestions in the comments. I have not put them in here yet, but they will get in here.
Yes.
Like I said, it's been a busy couple of weeks, but
fold things back up. So have you done anything new lately besides taking care of your husband? Sorry, that was a bad question. Just strike that, okay?
I did. So he went to Rochester to Mayo Clinic to have a surgery done.
Yeah.
And on the day that we went up a day ahead of time, we did stop at the Goodwill up in Rochester.
Without me.
It was a really nice Goodwill, and I found 2 pieces of fabric.
Nice. Very nice. You'll have to share those with us.
Excited.
Yeah. Shall we see what the drawing is?
Yes,
one
yes.
of our challenges.
Oh.
A side zipper.
A side zipper.
Side zipper.
So something that has a zipper in the side.
Could be a dress.
Could be a jacket.
Could be a skirt.
That has a
Oh,
pocket.
remember they used to do pants. I used to have slacks with a side zipper.
Yeah.
Boy,
And-
that's been a while.
Oh, I'm so excited. You know what?
What?
Can I use my Victorian top that I was going to make for
Is
the
that
side
got a
zipper?
side zipper?
It has a side zipper.
Oh, cool. Well, you might as well. Then you're ahead of me already.
So then that reveal of that Victorian top is going to be down the line.
Oh, yeah. So there you go.
So I can do it. Oh, thank you. thank you. Yes, because this top,
Let's put this back and draw another
has,
one.
it's just too convenient for me.
Yes, too convenient.
It has a side zipper. It has a side zipper. You can see it right here. And I was very proud because I've never done a side zipper.
Oh.
And I did an invisible side zipper. So
Cool.
you will not see it next week. You will see it in about 5 weeks.
Very cool.
Puts me ahead of the game.
It
Thank
does.
I'm very happy about that little pick.
Yeah, nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
Yes.
So anything else you'd like to chit-chat about?
I just love your glasses. Just want you to know that.
Thank you. Thank you much.
So, is there something you needed to chit chat about?
Well, it seems like I had all kinds of stuff, but my brain is blank right now. You
Okay.
know?
Well, we'll save it for another day.
Oh, I will say, this is the end of January into February. Yeah, maybe into January.
It will be the last Sunday in January that this will be shown.
Yeah. So that means we're headed towards spring. Actually,
Yes.
winter hasn't been too bad. We've had
And
just 1 week where it was really
Guess
bad.
what I have planned?
Oh, she's going on a trip, I'm sure.
I am. The end of April.
I didn't mean to sound disappointed.
And guess what? We're going to Charleston, South Carolina,
Oh, nice.
and I'm going to wear my Victorian inspired outfit.
Oh, I know. Is your group? They have a group of girls.
There's 5 of us.
That do frequent local trips, I guess, or just out of state trips. And they dressed one time. Was it Victorian or no? Older, 40s,
So,
30s, 20s. What did you dress as? All of you.
We've done it a couple of times.
Okay, they choose a theme
It
of
was
how
just-
they dress.
I think we just-
and it's so cool.
Yeah. When we went to the Biltmore, we did that
Yeah, yeah.
in Asheville. Yeah. So in Charleston, we're going to do that. So,
That ought to be fun.
yeah, that will be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
See these group of old ladies dressed up in that. Well, you're not
Oh, please.
Sorry, you're not. You're
What?
young at heart. I need to change that thought process. More and more people who live longer think I'm young. I can, I'm not.
Yeah.
I still got a lot going. So you got to keep that in your brain. Keep yourself
I've got
active.
another 30 years at least.
Do you? I hope so.
Be like my grandma.
Yeah, if you live as long as Grandma did, you will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. If I keep traveling.
yeah. She didn't travel. She couldn't. She didn't do much traveling. Of course, I don't think they did back then
No, she never went anywhere.
that I'm aware of.
Hmm.
Well, yeah. Okay.
So anyway,
Let's move on.
so just to
Inspirational
remind
saying.
you, this thing we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. So
Yeah,
lift yourself up, keep on going. We're here to cheer you on.
that's right. Yep. So,
Carry on. Until next week. Oh, I wanted to say also, thank you so much for the likes that we've been getting.
oh
The
yes.
thumbs up, because it does help the, what is it called, algorithm or something. So when you get those thumbs up, then YouTube promotes your video. So
Yeah, it puts
thank
it out
you,
there
thank
for
you, thank
others.
you.
So,
So if you like us, give us a thumbs up
yes.
and please hit subscribe.
Comment forward. You can put your notification on if you, for sure. We try to put the videos out every Sunday.
That's our goal.
That's our goal.
We did it every Sunday in 2023.
We didn't miss one.
We did not miss one.
Well, probably we should have. But we didn't. So,
So, okay, very much. We'll
happy
catch you next
thrifting.
time.
Bye.
Thumbs up. I'm gonna sneak.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
you might want to. We'll see. Oh, don't! No, yuck. See what a sister does? Oh, you'd think she was a brother. That's what guys do. Well,
I didn't have anything on me. I didn't touch you.
I know.
I was just imaginatory. Okay, so